reporting live from Saudi Arabia. I'm here with, I'll say, the extraordinary boxing coach extraordinaire representing North Weezy.
Yes, indeed.
IQ Xavier Miller. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm good. Do you want to sit back just for the mic? Yes. So yeah, obviously out in Saudi Arabia at the moment. It's been busy working with Dillian Whyte in terms of his camp. What can you tell us about how that came about in terms of how you started working with him? I know you've been working with tons of guys. But how did it get? How was the opportunity to come with Dillian? Start working with Dillian?
It was. I know Dean. I know Dylan's brother quite well.
Yeah.
And sometimes Dean comes down and trains at my gym at IQ.
Yep.
And he told Dylan to come down. He said, "Yeah, go. There's a good coach down there. And come and meet him."
Yep.
And that's how it started. It was about 2-3 months ago.
Yep.
And then since then, been doing bits and pieces with Dylan here and there.
Yep.
And just getting more and more involved. And then he gave me a call last week and said, Zav, I want you in the corner. I'm going to be flying out. I said I can't leave until one of our boxers is fighting on Saturday, which is the 30th.
Super Youseff.
Super Youseff, yeah. So the plan was to go out on Sunday. And then I got an email to say, listen, we're going on Monday, which is even better because I got a day's rest. So I've been here since Monday.
Oh, perfect. And in terms of, like, obviously you said you're going to be in the corner with him, which is a great, I won't say achievement, but I think it's a great testament to the work you've been putting in. What are you looking to bring to Dylan's corner? Obviously, I'm Tibbs is the head coach, but what are you looking to bring to Dylan's corner in his career overall?
Well, I've been in boxing longer than most. I've been in boxing since I was 11, so I've got a lot of experience. I've worked with Don before, worked in Derek's corner for the Takam fight, for the rematch with Dylan. Strangely, I've been in the corner with Frank Buglioni, so I've been around a long time, and plus I've been running I run an amateur gym for about 7 years, and I've been involved in the pros for about 4 years now, but I was pro based before I actually went amateur, so I've been around a long time, so I bring a lot of experience to the table. There's a certain sort of style that I teach, which Dylan was attracted to, and I'm just looking to just implement little bits and pieces here and there. To me, in my own opinion, I think that every fighter should have a good either 2 or 3 coaches, because they all bring something different. The more eyes you see different things, and as long as you understand the role. Obviously in my club at IQ Boxing, obviously I'm the head coach, but I have different coaches involved with different fighters. As long as when you're working someone else's camp, you have that respect where you understand that is the head coach. There's not going to be a problem. I like Mark. I haven't known Mark very long, but we've clicked immediately. So it's been great so far.
Good. And obviously you spoke about working with Don Charles. You were in the corner for Chisora when he fought Dillian Whyte. Just talk to me about the improvements you've seen from Dillian Whyte, if any, fight by fight. As a fan, I seem to see lots of improvements, not just the Chisora, even from the Anthony Joshua fight. So what do you see as a coach that he's been improving sort of fight by fight?
In regards to the heavyweight division, Dylan is the most improved fighter I've seen in a long time. I think he's a major threat to any of the current world champions. I think they know that, and I've always said that there seems to be a history of excuses why certain things don't happen. I read patterns. And I think there's a reason why these guys are not just getting in the ring with him. He's dangerous. He's got a good variety of attack to the head and body. He's aggressive and physical when he needs to be. He's got a very good jab, and he's just improving all the time, and he wants to improve. That's the key. With fighters, you have to want to learn. As much as I've been involved in coaching, I like being around different people because I'll pick up little bits and pieces here and there. It won't change what I do, but I just add on. So I think fighters should do exactly the same thing. So yes, to me, I think he's ready for a world title shot.
And obviously we're here in Saudi, but I do want to just go back to not just Super Youssef, right? You mentioned you've got an amateur gym down in Neasden. Just list off a couple of fighters that you're working with at the moment.
That will take a while. I would say the ones that are actually involved in title fights, obviously, is Super Youssef. K Prosper won the title the other day, and he's looking for a British title shot now.
Luton native as well.
Very good fighter. And I've got a lot of fighters coming up. Yasser Algina, Adrian Redmond. Dennis Wahome. I've got a lot of boxers. I'm just naming the guys who are very close to going for titles. but there's a lot of them.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of guys.
And I mean, like I said, a lot of experience that you talked upon. Now let's talk about boxing and not just the experience, the knowledge that you have.
Yep.
We're here for the main fight, rematch between Joshua and Ruiz. How do you see this fight playing out?
I think it's a very, very difficult fight.
Yeah. For both fighters?
For both fighters. I think that Joshua, I think he'd be more focused for this one. Maybe he had some people saying in his ear that it's just a formality. I don't think he took it that seriously.
Yep.
I think fighters take every fight seriously, but there's levels.
Yeah.
But I think he'd be better prepared for this one.
Yeah.
Saying that, Andy Ruiz is. I'm a big fan of fundamentally sound boxers, and Andy Ruiz does a lot of things well. So it's not going to be easy. But I'm UK, and I've got to support Andy Joshua. I do know. I've known Andy Joshua for a long time. Not like that, but we've crossed paths in the boxing circles. Yeah, and I like the guy, and I want him to do well. And I'd like him to regain his title. Make history. This is a massive, massive event, and to do it here will be great for boxing. So I think he can do it. I think there's going to be some sticky moments here or there. But I think if he's disciplined and he's learned to do things that he needs to do better in this fight, controlling range a bit better. When you do get in close, let some shots go and then hold. Stop your man from working. Don't just get in there, let your hands go and then leave yourself open, or get inside and just hold. You've got to do damage when you get in there as well. You're a heavyweight, so hopefully he can do those things. And
I mean, just to follow up on that, and it'll be last question. In the fighters' meeting, he mentioned that one of the things he's not looking to do is be on the back foot. He said he's looking to be forward, not necessarily explosive, but throw punches, as you said. Do you think that is the best tactic for him going into this fight? And how easy do you think that could be against a guy like Ruiz?
Well, me personally, I've always said if you are the taller fighter, you don't necessarily have to fight going backwards. You can control range going forward, being the taller fighter, because you've got the range on the boxer in front of you. That doesn't mean you have to keep going backwards. That also forces the shorter fighter to have to reach at times, because all you need to do is take a step out or half a step out, and you're still controlling ring center. So he can do it holding ring center. He doesn't have to go back. You put yourself under a lot of pressure when you keep going back against these guys who keep coming forward. So just be smart. Just be smart and use angles. Don't go back in a straight line. Go back 1 or 2 steps. Go to your left or go to your right. Go back to the middle. Start all over again. Remember, Ruiz has to get past his jab. He has to get past his reach. So be a problem. And then if you're close enough to your man, then obviously when they do come forward, you can make them pay for coming in. It's hard to do that all the time when you keep going backwards. So it's just. I honestly think that will be the game plan for Joshua.
Good. So listen, Xavier, before we go, do you want to shout out your social medias?
Let me shout out to my sponsors first. Big shout out to Tiger Bay. That's my main sponsor. They're looking after me, helping me live my dream. Other sponsors, Bravos. Big shout out to KMT. Always giving me nice hats and t-shirts and so on, hoodies. And social media, Insta. I only use Insta right now because I get confused trying to keep up with all of them. So it's IQ and Xavier Miller, Xavier Miller, Miller.
And we'll be sure to put the links in the description on this channel as well. So thank you very much for your time, Xavier, and we'll catch up soon. Cheers.
You're welcome.
You, brother.
Take care.